I was terrible at the sleep patterns and stuff before because I'm just a workaholic. So I never adapted that mentality of I'll sleep when I die. Like I hate when people say that stuff. And I've never really I never really, live my life that way. But when I say workaholic is even when I'm trying to rest, I can't, it's very hard for me to rest. So even like my wife says, like when I'm in bed, like she'll see my foot tapping when I'm actually sleeping. You know what I mean? So it's like my mind is always racing. It's always doing something. So even if I'm physically done, I'm never mentally done, which is worse probably. So I mean, to answer your question, gig wise, it varies, but on standard, a club gig, I'll finish playing around 3:00 in the morning, get home, between 4 and 4:30, sleep. And then the problem will be, my kids will wake me up in the morning. So I'll work on 3-4 hours sleep. You know what I mean? So yeah, just like last night, I went and did a stream for my friend's Twitch anniversary, got home just after 2. And, my daughter came in the room at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm up, we're up, the house is up. So you got to do it. Because I'm not used to napping, a nap can be a detriment to me because I'll wake up after an hour and I'll feel worse. I'll feel groggy. I want to sleep more. My body wants to sleep more. So, I mean, on average though, I don't want to make it sound like I do that every day. On average, the kids are in bed by, 8, by 8:30, they're out. We'll watch a quick show and then we're asleep usually by 10 o'clock every night. Okay. So that's midweek when there's no work happening or whatever. That's like a standard day. And then we get, like I said, we're up, this house is up at 6:30 in the morning, getting everybody ready for school and work and everything else. So, yeah, in general, I mean, during the week when there's no work, yeah. And even when we're on tour, when we have days off, I mean, we're all older now. We're not, we don't go out as much and we're not hitting the clubs and doing all that stuff when we're on tour. So even when we're on tour, if we're not hanging out, in each other's rooms or whatever and just chilling, I'll do some work on my computer and then I'm out sleep early as much as I can. Cause now being in this stage of my life, I mean, I just turned 50. So I really understand the importance of getting my sleep now. And I can notice a difference of just in general, when I wake up, like I operating on 3.5 hours sleep or 4 hours sleep today. And I could feel it. Like I feel down and I could feel a little sluggish. Even though I'm in the midst of doing my radio shows and stuff and doing this, but I can just feel it in my body. You know what I mean? But I'm also used to get up and go. Whatever it's got to be done, get up and go. Let's go do it. If somebody called me right now and said, we got to do this. Okay, let's go do it. I'll sleep after. You know what I mean? So it really varies. I really try to be more aware of that now, especially in this time of my life. I want to be around much longer for my kids and all that. So I really do understand the significance a lot more now than I definitely did before. My body's always been used to that. I do now later in life, absolutely. I feel a little more, it takes me a little longer to get, and I'll purposely hold back. Like I give myself an extra 5 minutes because if I start my day off, I'm a Scorpio, it's not going to end well for anybody. So I have to be in the right state of mind. So even like this morning, I had to just sit back for a second, take my little 5 minutes and just cool off and then get up and go. And because I know once I step out the room and it's go time, it's just go time. Whether it's family, whether it's work, whatever it is, it stuff's got to get done. So I can't be dragging my feet around and all that stuff. Even though, of course, I'm human, I get snappy, I do all that stuff, but that's all a result of just me not getting enough rest. We'll be gone for 6 weeks on our first stretch. And that too is very taxing on the body because time changes, you're just going to different areas, different atmospheres and all that stuff. So all that stuff definitely takes its toll on you. And like I said, we're all older now, all of us are 50 and over in the crew right now. So it's not like before where we could just, land at 9 o'clock and be ready to go at 10 o'clock. Like everybody needs to adjust to our bodies and get back so we can get and deliver a proper show. You know what I mean? And we give ourselves a little more time. We'll always get into the cities, when it's a long trip, at least 2 days before, so everybody can adapt to the time changes and nobody's sluggish and and especially the performers. So there is a lot of things to take into consideration, especially if you're someone that travels a lot and tours a lot and whatever you do.